BOLDR's latest diver is fully brushed titanium with a quick adjust matching titanium bracelet. It's 40mm diameter, 13mm thick, and is in collaboration with the Marine Genome Project, aims to protect ocean diversity for future generations. My original interest in BOLDR was their field watches, such as the Expedition and Venture, which I still really like, but my favourite over time has become their Odyssey range. So this latest release I bought as soon as it became available, just before Christmas 2023, as a Christmas Day present, and this watch does not disappoint. So let's go through the specification, and I think BOLDR have really got this specification spot on. So the case is 40mm brushed titanium, 30mm thick, 20mm lug size, and a nice 48mm lug to lug, perfect for most wrists. Water resistance is 300 meters. Movement is a myota 90-15. Bezel is 120 click, unidirectional titanium, and again the bracelet is titanium. The titanium is lightweight and looks amazing fully brushed. It gives a technical tool look and has great light play, making it look very high quality and expensive. I really like that they made the bezel matching brushed titanium. This works well and adds to the high quality look and the light play. The Japanese Myota 90-15 is, in my opinion, a great choice. It is a smooth 28,800 beats per hour with an adequate 42-hour power reserve. It is tried and tested, very reliable movement. And nice to see BOLDR keep their tradition of an exhibition case back with themed artwork to suit. So I'm just trying to get a bit more light on this now to look at the brushing, and as you can see it's really nice brushing. So it's titanium fully brushed. You can see brushings going in different directions, and then again on that side, and then you've got the nice brushing on the bracelet to match. You see how nicely the bracelet actually fits against the watch, and then the bezel also is titanium, and you can see that's brushed circular all the way around. Quite difficult to see to get this all light right, but you can see that. And just move that and see what that's like. You can see that's really nice, no backplay, nice click. And I think that's a really great choice that they've done this in titanium, because you know, it doesn't just look just like a dive watch all the time, but you know, it's got that dive capability, so it gives it a sporty look still, and you've still got 5, 10, 15, 20, and then this first 15 actually illuminates, and the rest isn't, so you can see it's actually got Lume there for the first 15 seconds, and I think that works really well. And the bracelet itself, so I mean, that's really good. You can see it's got screwed links for adjustment, which is really good. It's got, just get that there in the light, it's got quick release, so you can squeeze those two and then take that straight off, which is really good. And then the actual bracelet itself is quick adjust, so just show you that. So it actually, if you wanted to make it tighter, you just push it, and then to take it back you just flick that bit there, so you hold that in. It's going to be quite tricky to do on camera, but move that up. You can move it up a bit, or you can move it all the way. It's probably just as easy, and then you can just put it where you want. So if we just go from the top, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think BOLDR seem to say there's 3, but there's actually, you know, good 4 positions there. Let's just take that mat out to fit me at the minute. The way my wrist is set up, it's perfect. And it's got a nice mill clasp as well, which is nice. And then the case back itself, you can see it's got the myota movement, and that, and then it's got the information on there. 300 meters, water resistant. They are numbered. So MGP for the watch, and that's 010, which this is number 10, so they will all have a different number on. Automatics, all titanium, and then it's BOLDR in collaboration with the Marine Genome Project. And you see it's just got the nice crown with the crown guard. You can turn that, and you know, can wind that one, and then pull it out one position to change the date, which is, and you can actually see the date wheel, not the best light, but you can actually see that date wheel as I spin it, and you can see it moving now, which I quite like. And then if you pull it all the way out, obviously you can adjust it, stop the second hand, etc. And then for the 300 meter water resistant, the screw and crown. I found with this one, I don't do like a back turn on it. It just finds itself and just screws forward. So you just have to feel all these crowns differently. And there you go. It's got a nice sort of 3D looking dial. And then the light sort of goes blue, and then this transparent bit you can see just goes a bit more see-through, more blue, and you can just see a little bit of the sort of back of the movement through that one, which I like. And then it's got the DNA strand. So let's just probably wind the hand out of the way so you can see that. So just take that one out of the way for a minute, and you can see, there you go, that really does wind in lovely. And you've got the DNA strand, and then it's got the bubbles, and then I'll show you a Lume shot in a bit, but you'll be able to see that the DNA and the bubbles turn green, and then all the other bits, including the bit on the bezel, they all turn blue. So he's got two colour different Lume. Like the way they've done BOLDR in white, and then they've put Odyssey, etc. on that one, and the water resistance and that sort of thing. I do like that. And obviously the date wheel in that position, I think is really good. And there you go. Let's put it back on the wrist, and this 40mm case I think is a really good size. Suit most wrists. My wrist is 7¼ inch, and that one sits absolutely perfect. And I think it could be a matter of taste, but I do like this shape. So the lugs aren't so rounded. The sort of tapered lugs. It's a little bit like the Seiko Samurai sort of shape, and I've always liked that shape. I've had a couple of Samurais before. I do like that, and I think that's excellent. So what I do like, I like the brushed titanium case, bezel and bracelet. I think it looks really good, and it's lighter than steel, really comfortable to wear, and a great material for a diver watch. Bezel looks a bit smarter by not having 10, 20, 30 numbers or such on it, and yet it's still got the markings on, so it can still be used for timings. So it sort of keeps that smartness, but get best of both worlds, because you can still use it as a diver watch. I like the sporty looks, 300 meter water resistance, and 40mm size, and I think they go together and make it a really good Garda, go anywhere, do anything watch. I think the quick adjust bracelet is a really good upgrade for BOLDR, which they've also used on their previous release, the Expedition Enigma. And finally, I really love the dial, the handset, and the small round date at 4:30. It's got a nice neat circle board around it, and it's also in an horizontal position. I know that's not the favourite position for some people, but in my opinion, this is really how to do a date. And I'm also really glad that it's got a date on. I do like a date. I think one more thing to add is that on the dial, the DNA and the bubbles has both visual interest and gives a good worthy theme for the watch. There's nothing I don't like about the watch. The only thing I could suggest is that BOLDR, if possible, give more options for people. So more colours, maybe different ones, not with the DNA on, not related to this project, etc. And maybe different sizes, maybe a 40 and a 42, and maybe a date and a non-date version. But certainly for me, I would have probably picked this anyway. I think this is a really good size. I like the date, and I like the theme of it as well. Overall, I think BOLDR have made a really good job of this watch, which I really do like this watch. Finally, this watch could definitely work as an only watch. It's got the looks, and it's very versatile. Baby,